Had a pretty lean season up to then, and every time I walked into bat, Dennis had seemed to present me with these short pitch deliveries, and I was getting a little bit fed up of it.
There was a few short ones mixed in there, and he probably felt I was maybe having a go at him. I was just running in and bowling as fast as I could and hoping to get wickets.
The worst thing you can do is upset a good player. I've always felt that you try and keep it calm with a good player, and obviously this had got up Gary's nose a little bit, and he decided that he was going to do something about it.
I went in the dressing room that evening to sit next to Ian. I went to carry a message so that Dennis can hear. And I sat next to Ian, and I said, Ian, you got a man in here called Lily. You know, I was getting back to the old days when they used to call cricketers by their surname. I said, you got a man in here called Lily, and every time I go into bat, I seem to be getting these short pitch deliveries. I just want you to tell him, or to let him know, that I can bowl short, I can bowl quick, and I can bowl bouncers too. So he better watch out for me when he came in.
Lily batting. There you are. Gary Sobers defying the law of understanding between fast bowlers. Dropping one short to Lily.
And then just looked at me down the wicket and said, I bowl him well too.
And by this time, Dennis turned completely pink. So I thought to myself, well, I've got him. So I ran up the next ball and took the weight off, and Dennis had one big swing.
He's hit him hard and high. Beattie is getting under it, and he's caught.
So at the end of the day's play, I walked back into the dressing room again with a big smile on my face. And Ian said to me, oh, what are you so happy about? I said, well, I'm your friend. I mean, if I can't come in here and have a smile with you, something is wrong. He said, well, I'm going to tell you something. He said before Dennis could reach the dressing room, just as he was coming up the steps, as this door opened, the bat hit the wall. And he said, that little bastard, I will show him. I haven't really bowled at him yet. I said, well, Ian, you know, he's got the ball. I've got the bat. We'll see.
Where's that going? Out towards the boundary again. 4 more. Where's that going? Towards the boundary. It will beat every fieldsman. It's slowing down. Jenner's after it. It's going to be close. Jenner may just reach this. They could run 4, but the ball might just win. It does. Where's that gone? It's out towards the boundary. 4 more. O'Keefe couldn't get near it. A magnificent shot.
I had 3 guys out there. And at one stage, I clearly remember him square driving or cutting between the 3 of those guys on a couple of occasions. Now, I mean, that's amazing batting.
He's on 99. And that's his 100. And a standing ovation.
It does stick in my mind as one of the great innings that I've had in this case, not so much the pleasure to see, but the job of trying to stop.
And in the air, blocked the dust, could be 6. Beautiful shot. That's a 6.
Very few people could have played in innings like Sobers played, and so I felt that, having grown up as a teenager in Adelaide and seen him play here, I'd recognise the genius of the man at that stage. But to see it against that quality bowling just brought it home to me that he really was a class above the rest of us.
He's as far in front of the next all-rounder that I've seen as Bradman is in front of the next guy in batting average, and that's a hell of a lot.
202, 24 fours, 2 sixes, only 329 minutes.
Also, I would say about Gary Sobers, he's the best batsman that I ever saw or played against. Tremendous batsman.
Magnificent shot, and Sobers does not move from the crease.
Sir Donald Bradman would later describe this Sobers masterpiece
Magnificent shot.
as the greatest innings he had ever seen played in Australia.
There's his 250. He could be out. Doug Walters caught it mid-on. And Gary Sobers leaves the ground, and the crowd is standing to applaud Gary Sobers as he leaves the ground. Caught Walters bowled Greg Chappell 254. I'll say no more, just listen to that crowd.
One of the first to applaud Sobers and his great innings was Dennis